Hello, today we'll be looking at a curriculum analysis based on one of 5 curriculum designs. The one that's chosen today is the process model. The traditional process model proposes that content has its own value. This type of curriculum is selected based on the content rather than the achievement of the objectives. Content is composed of concepts, various criteria, and processes that can validate the curriculum. Learning activities are relevant and add their own unique value. These activities can also be considered independent and measurable within their own standard. The Halton Mifflin Harcourt Inter-Reading Curriculum mirrors the process model that we just talked about. Now moving on, the Halton Mifflin Harcourt Inter-Reading Overview. This curriculum has been specifically designed for educators. It empowers teachers and other educational staff to guide students to reading independence and effective written and oral communication. The research-proven curriculum provides flexibility and support to bring balance to teaching literacy. Also known as HMH Interreading, the online program can be adapted to any teaching style and cater to each student's distinct needs in the classroom. Next, curriculum benefits we'll go over. So some of the curriculum benefits include reading resources, also has state standards, modules, classroom solutions, integration of phonics, leveled library, and student book information. Some of the HMH Interreading resources include the Grow and Bridge and Grow, also read aloud books. They also have Display and Engage, Decodables, Intervention, and also a remote teaching quick start. Other examples include teaching resources, the Rigby Leveled Library, practice and application examples, learning cards, interactive activities, daily show and teach slides. Also, the Student My Book is listed, assessment, differentiated instruction, multimedia options, state-specific resources, and then also in the last column, writing workshop, anchor charts that are useful, student choice library, school to home connections, as well as grammar. Now moving on to standards. The specific focus here, I just took a snapshot of second grade. So for second grade, the program provides the following. It has reading, writing, also it works and focuses on speaking and listening, in addition to language. So these are all the different integrations within the second grade curriculum. Next, here are the modules. Okay, so the modules actually integrate social studies and science for a more interdisciplinary approach. The first module is Be a Citizen, which incorporated social studies, and the next was Look Around and Explore, which is tying in the science standards. And then lastly, Meet in the Middle, which goes back to the social studies standards. Also, HMH Interreading has classroom solutions. This is a quick shot for a quick view for teachers to actually look at here. So it has advanced placement and electives, assessment options, things they can do for early learning, also English language development for ELL students, homeschool and word language options, intervention, literacy and math, and professional learning as well as science. Some of the other information included in the final column here is social studies, special education, state solutions, summer school, and also other supplemental resources that are a quick guide for the teachers. It also integrates phonics. So with HMH, one snapshot here shows the schwa sound. So the importance of making sure that students know their phonemes, also phonological awareness, and integrating phonics into the reading. Next, we have the HMH Interreading Level Library. So the program goes from grades kindergarten through 6th grade, and based on the reading level has an extensive library of books for that student-specific learning level or reading level. Also, lastly, the student book, My Book here. So each student has their own digital book of resources that they can actually look at for their assignments for the day that looks just like the one that the teacher would use, but on the student level. Okay, next here, teacher and student feedback with HMH. So some of the pros and cons here for students. Students, as a pro, have the ability to have their own digital textbook for virtual learning, and also assignments can be completed online, and students can annotate as they read. So it's very hands-on. Some of the cons for students would include they need additional username and passwords in order to access the websites, which can be quite cumbersome for the lower grades. The teacher pros and cons include for pros for teachers, they have abundance of resources that assist with differentiation, instruction, and related literary or literacy subject areas such as writing and phonics. The cons exist for teachers in that standards do not often coincide with the district mapping, and also lessons require multiple standards to be taught at the same time. Next, moving on, curriculum recommendations. So for modifications, what would make it simpler for students would be to create a single sign-on for students so they don't have to remember additional passwords, and then also enhance table contents and search functionality for teachers since there are so many different resources. At this time, there are no proposed replacements based on the number of benefits and resources that the curriculum provides. In conclusion, based on the emphasis of the content of the curriculum resources, the process model can be identified in this design of HMH. HMH Interreading is a research-based curriculum that has been designed to promote literacy education. Also, it uses an abundance of resources to support the professional growth of teachers and the academic growth of students. Lastly, I have a few resources or references that I would like to thank for today's presentation. Okay, so the first one should be coming up here in just a moment. It's going to be thanking my professor, Dr. Michelle Wages. The process model information came from one of her wonderful slides that she presented, which allowed me to choose the first main curriculum design, which is the process model. And then also to Houghton Mifflin for their overview and also their solutions as well as their other resources that they have available online. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed learning more about this new curriculum and comparing it to one of your own in the future. Thank you so much.